My third eye's open, I can see past the commotion. I can't get lost in the moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My third eye open, I can see past the commotion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm guaranteed to check like TSA. One in a million like Elise say. My words come with 50 million in the base. Set my intention, let it marinate. You get a vibe, dope and you get rid of weight. We come together, we need each other in a special way. Sun gazing, Pinot Glendy calcification. Sunbathing this neuromelanin activated. Daily affirmations of truth, no affidavit. Shadow work can be a big part of manifestation. I don't want it if it's tainted. And I'm not here to be famous. It's a lot that I came with. I did a lot of explaining. And I talk it how I live it. You don't evolve, then you fall for anything you giving. I'm giving everything that I got and what I'm missing. I'm working on myself, can be my worst critic. Yeah, can be my third eye's open, I can see past the commotion. I can't get lost in the moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. High dimensions we going. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Peace, family, big energy. You already know the vibe. Shadow work Sunday, shadow code to light work. I am King Manifest.
It's the guy, Khalil, man. We back for another episode. Grateful to see y'all here, tribe. You know what I'm saying? Holding us to the goddess, holding us to the God, holding us to King, Source, all aspects of creation. We here, man. Back again another Sunday.
I say. And so this episode is a tribe review of the album. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, we dropped the album Fusion Dance and Source We Trust on 8/16. You know what I'm saying? And we dropped Dragonflies on Liongate Portal. All that is big Liongate Portal activations, big Leo energy. And also we are stepping on, many perspectives and false ideologies, you know what I'm saying, that have been presented in this realm. With that being said, I would love for the God and the Goddess to present themselves, Nefer Soul and Big Gazer. You know what I mean? Let us know how y'all vibrating tonight.
Thanks for having us. I would definitely say that I feel like a sunflower on a summer day. That's how I've been feeling all day.
I say, I'm big gazer, big energy. Much gratitude for having me, for having us, for being Source and vibrating on the couch, man. I feel like I'm vibrating past the moon, the stars, the ceiling, everywhere. I
say. Peace, Goddess. How you vibrating?
Peace. So, I'm very light, very flowing, and just chilling. So, thanks for having me. And I'm Kimberly Honor, the goddess, by the way.
Wholeness.
You know what I'm saying? Big energy, much gratitude to you again. You know, man, Kimber, man, hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, you know what I'm saying? When we be like, hey, we got tribe coming on, Kimber be, you know what I'm saying, she be ready to go. You know what I mean? Like 100%, no cap, you know. Also I want to take a time real quick and can you let them know about your podcast? You know what I'm saying? Me and Kyle was on her podcast. We had an episode on there, amazing podcast. So much gratitude to you as well.
Yeah, uh, so unexpected, but yeah, uh, one part of what is known as Holistic Liberation Podcast, we have a series called Tribe Convos, and we just get on there. We talk about important topics that have to do with what I have been led to call a holistic liberation journey. And just basically helping those who feel like they have to be boxed into one specific whatever in their life in general, just clarifying from our perspectives what we've come clear as to what a holistic liberation journey is, and just bring on people that we connect with and we have these deep conversations with, and bring them to the forefront so that others know that they're not alone in their journeys, and that you don't have to be one specific way and move a certain way to just be truly who you are overall.
I say.
Yeah, thank y'all for allowing me to share that.
So y'all go tap in with the goddess for sure.
Yes, go tap in. Definitely some great gems on there.
Cosmic Royalty, how you vibrating?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Wholeness.
Peace.
Doing good. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's always a special Sunday when it come around the Sundays, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a special day, you know what I mean? We try to preserve our energy, you know what I mean, and get ready, you know, for what Source has. So, Never So, did you say anything? What's the vibes? You know what I'm saying? Never So, you know what I mean? Big energy. How you vibrating?
Yeah, she said she was.
Oh, sorry, I probably muted. I had said that I felt like a sunflower on a summer day.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I
I
talked
almost
to you
forgot I said
earlier,
that
so
too.
it felt like
I know.
deja vu.
Yeah,
what
that's
it
why I
was.
felt for a moment too. I was like, wait, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we heard family, you know what I'm saying? This episode, like I said, we are tapping in with the album. So I feel like it's only right to start the episode off with the record. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how this is gonna work, but y'all let me know what record y'all want to hear first.
I don't know, but I mean, I kind of want to start it off before you say that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say something for the tribe, or just what was on me. I jotted down a little note real quick. I said, preparing for this, I just was thinking about the album and what it meant to me and what it was doing for me. And overall, album is very powerful. It's a beautiful piece of art that effortlessly allows my being to understand the integration between shadow and light. I felt like this helped all of us merge all of ourselves together. A lot of the times we correlate the path to ascension or evolution as being perfect or meaning flawless, or full of love and light, where frequently, if we are everything, you know what I mean, that means we are the opposite of that as well. So it's up to us to choose which side we're going to vibrate on. That's what this album helped me definitely embody and understand it. It's all me. So I just wanted to share that before we started. And I'm cool with whatever, but I mean, if you start with Fusion Dance, that was the intro to it, you know.
Man, much gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You know what's deep, because you know what you just said, that was obviously there was many aspects to the album, but that was definitely the solid foundation of the project, of what Source, you know, wanted us to embody. You know what I mean? So wow.
Yeah, and even through what energy you took to write that, I could feel the integration of whatever codes that you integrated from listening from the project in that. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely powerful. Much gratitude again, God. You know what I'm saying? We here. Go stream Fusion Dance. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Fusion Dance.
Hey, every time, bro. Hey, you know, but we're not playing with it, you know. So let's get it. We're gonna play Fusion Dance.
I see.
I am to receive. I'm receiving these messages, no second guessing. This time it's all on me. Ay, here are some light codes when you might fold and drop down to your knees. Call on the power source to take on the course you're destined to lead. Affirm your destiny. You need it. Trust the vibration of source. Repeat it. Oneness. Your dream completed. And when you do, express gratitude for receiving. Your G, you need it. Trust your team. Repeat it. completed. And when you do express gratitude for receiving.
I marvel in my greatness if I'm Superman. Mix the dark and the light, that's a fusion dance. You might want to get out my way, like an ambulance. On this drum line, it's one sound, one band. Ay. At the door when I'm checking receipts, I got the tribe and they stepping with me. Get Chicos like GTA on PS3. Get grounded, I feel the grit under my feet. Over here we don't call them the elite. We know every move that they make on the leash. Real gangsta got shadows and angels with me. Real talk, ayy. Not a stain on me, I remain holy. I found peace in insane moments. Needed growth and it rained on me. It feels good, Tony, when you know you the one and have no opponent. We the real deal, it's how I know they phony.
Watch me and King Fusion lift off. This that spirit time on my wristwatch. Watch me hit a naughty in my body and channel godly forms of the goddess in my meditations. I'm not hesitating if it's shadow work, bitch, you wanna get my wood out. Block the bull out when the sheep get ran by shepherds and lambs. False light, just project your shadow with blocks out your shadow, so then it's the real life. Love life, even when you lose a battle, get back up, you can still fight. And your light right past the stores. Shoot your dendrites, think twice. One time for my ego, the other for high. When knockers come around your energy, what's the frequency that they fishing in? They may come in clear waters, but they murky. It don't matter what lake that you fishing in. I've been giving in to the inner yin, while my inner yang keep a structured plan. We move omnipotently deep. Only source child nature and my soul around me. Ay, I am to receive. I'm receiving these messages, no second guessing. This time it's all on me. Ay, here are some light codes when you might fold and drop down to your knees. Call on the power source, take on the course you're destined to lead. Affirm your destiny. Look, your team, you need it. Your team, repeat it. Live your dreams, complete it. And when you do express gratitude for receiving. Your team, you need it. Trust your team, repeat it. Your dreams, complete it. And when you do express gratitude for receiving.
Shit. Yeah. See, when
Yeah.
you came like that, when y'all started the album like that, look, I feel
Yeah, like that's why I didn't say nothing when he said future dance, because I'm like, honestly, like that was the best, perfect way to start it. Like y'all dropped the bomb and then walked away. And was like,
the mic, do what you want.
mm-hmm.
I say, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I say, wow. Yeah, that this album, the process of making this album was a very unique aspect. So I got shut down during the middle of the album. Then my mouth or something, like something happened where I couldn't record. You know what I'm saying? And then the funds got wiped away. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, other things happened. I had to get a car fixed. You know how life happened. So we like, man, bro, you know, and so, but then there was also, you know, obviously it's always beautiful aspects to it as well. When you have an open perspective, you have gratitude, and then there's blessings and different things are happening. So it's like, as much as it felt like it's impossible for it to happen, then I'm hitting up the engineer, like, you know what, bro, we're gonna push it back. Don't even do this, because I know you ain't got enough time to get everything I'm trying to get you to do done. He was like, nah, I'm setting it as priority. I was like, bro, I ain't never said this before. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing was a fusion dance until we actually, you know, in this process of this album, within our lives and within each other, we actually unlocked what the fusion dance creates. You know what I'm talking about? That what some would call a superhero, that you know what I mean, that next level, that ultra ego, that ultra instinct, that what they say, go Jeter. You know what I'm saying? We unlocked that during the process of this album. And so when we say dark and light, all these aspects are within you. So before me and Ka could actually alchemize it and do it with each other and create this energy together as a wholeness of source, we had to embody source within and understand the chaos and the light within us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, and then just even just starting that project with the tuck your chi, you need it. You know what I'm saying? That's a major factor in being able to tap into that shadow emerging with the light, is that you got to have some light energy on reserve. You know what I'm saying? For when that shadow is able to alchemize the light being a shadow. You know what I'm saying? Just as much as the light is able to alchemize the dark being the light. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's big activations, big codes. Again, much gratitude to y'all, man.
And also, this album was the introduction of Vibration Industries. You know what I'm saying? So y'all understand this is just the beginning. You know, it is getting real fun. You know, Source say that, you know, let us know it's the green light. The time is now. You know what I'm saying? The portals, the doors have opened for us to take over. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you do, don't be sitting back, family. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get on the front line. You know what I mean? And yeah, and take back what's ours. You know what I mean? So that's another fusion dance that we're actually doing in the industry right now by creating our own industry. It's a fusion dance. You know, that's the shadow industry. Now we're creating the light industry to create the duality of the shadow dance. You know what I mean? In this realm. So let's get it, family. So how we moving? You know what I'm saying? Like I really Kimba, talk to me, family. You know what I'm saying? You know, you be sharing the album like, you know, you be lit, you know. So I know that it speaks to you, and you know. So what's the vibes?
So I mean, just even sitting here listening to fusion dance right now, like I had chills. So I know, as we shared in the Telegram the other day, I was literally going through a deep, like what I call raw activation. And I turned that on, I think it was the day after we got off. And like it literally helped remove a lot of what I was experiencing. And for me, the main thing that I experience is like just accepting self. It has nothing to do with anybody else. My job here is just to accept me. And so turning that on literally unlocked things in me to be like, hey, it doesn't matter how anybody looks at you when you are showing up in life. How do you look at yourself? And just experiencing that, it really helped me just be able to, no matter what is going on, be confident enough to just show up as I am, where I am, and just be. So I'm just appreciative. And, you know, I'm a person, I only share what I feel is amazing. So why not share and constantly share this, because so many people need it. Like, even if they don't know they need it, they need it. So.
I see. That I love that, because that's what makes us multidimensional. You know what I'm saying? Or omnidimensional. Just being able to embody any aspect of it. I don't care if you want to go outside and run in the middle of the street, bark like a dog, and swing from stop sign to stump sign like a chimpanzee. You know what I'm saying? You tap into that aspect of yourself and you embody that ancestral source-like energy to understand whatever perspective of life that you're going through. You dig what I'm saying? So I love that the project is helping you to embody more of that program from source.
So what would you say? Unless fusion dance is that record, you know, yeah. This is an open question. Is there a song on the album that helped you connect with your inner child? Let's start there. Let's start with the inner child. Maybe brought out like this litness. Maybe you was just dancing, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But you felt like it brought out like this childlike enjoyment or excitement.
I guess I'll go first. For me, it was deep in meditation. Something about just like the melody and the way you guys was, I guess, just vibing. that it somehow like brought me back to my childhood, like the days that me and my family would go to like the beach or the zoo or out to the park and just go have fun and play. Like it just kind of reminded me of like those summer days where school is out, you have all day to go eat ice cream and scratch our knees and just have fun and not even worry about nothing. So for me, yeah, it was deeper meditation.
I can go. For me, I had a couple. Y'all know me, man. I go on all day, but I just go with, I guess, Source High. We can go with Source High because when I be in the car playing it, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely one of them. It give you that feel. You be riding to it like that. But I just felt like I was back in a teenager. But like I said, this album helps us understand that we are everything if you didn't already get that already. So a lot of us, or I know for me, I'll speak for me, on the journey you think, oh yeah, it's all just love, like ooh. But when you realize, nah, okay, I'm from the trenches, I don't gotta just lose everything that's from the trenches, because that's just me. That's what make up me right here. That helped me just feel like I'm a child back in that just old good music era, happy flow. Like I just like those type of feelings and those type of records. Like even nope, I'm not gonna do it. But it's another record off another album that is similar to. But we're on this album right now, so we're gonna stay here.
No, you. Hey,
Feeling, not similar record of Feeling. I'm sorry.
Hey, put it in the private chat, because if it's the same song that keep coming up, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a message for us, Kai. You know what I'm talking about. You should already know what song.
It ain't.
So let's play Deep in Meditation and Source High. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for those that haven't heard the records, also Fusion Dance and Source Request is out now on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? So as we're going through this process, going through this episode, understand that every song that we play, you can leave this live, not like currently right now. So I won't say leave it live, but you can, after the live is over, you can go stream the album and you can have it in your everyday life. You can wake up to it. You feel some type of way you can play it. So yeah, we're not holding the music. And I want to first say that this record was inspired by Africa, because we had Dr. Makita Moore. That's her. I think, yeah. We had her on the show, and she was coming live, streaming live from Tanzania, Africa, and so she inspired this record and this vibration that Nepher Soul was talking about, the feel and the Caribbean, the water. You know what I mean? She inspired that.
I see.
Still shadow word. Still shadow word. Still shadow word Sunday. Still shadow word. Still shadow word Sunday. When I meditate, I go within. Getting grounded, I can feel the crystal grid. You ever smile while you crying tears? That's how you know the healing real. Meditation, the awareness to feel. Realize everything and what it is. When you discover the universe within. Overwhelmed with pieces, I prefer to release. I was scared of my shadow, but I ain't running from me. Not again. I know the power in deep. Deep in meditation, that's my ancestors. From the matrix, I took off the glasses. Now I know what happened. We are in the galactic beings. Meditation, an ancient practice. Meditation, an ancient. Every time you sleep or take a nap, you meditating. You call it a dream, but you traveling places. Can't be scared of aliens when you unlocking your spaceship. It's the breath of life, you meditate daily. Close your eyes, take in the breath of God. Connect to the divine. That's so electrifying. Hey, close your eyes, take in the breath of God. Connect to the divine. That's so electrifying. I'm deep in meditation. What you manifest it to be? I'm deep in meditation. I say, I'm deep in meditation. You know the vibes. This how we rise. We live outside time. Get down low like horse drives.
2, 3, and relive. Now connect your roots like a tree. Now we grounded and we opened up our mind to be free. Now we walk up to this door, open it and inside you'll see all the things you couldn't hold. It's been piling and it's piling and you could not see your goal, but you see it now, so take all of your problems by the throat. False promises, no common sense, feeling ominous. Put it all inside this crystal hard drive, we finna process it. Light a source, I humbly ask you to put some God in it. Darkness of the ethers, I ask you to put some raw in it. Now hold this hard drive by your heart and insert the upgrade. I am free to release thoughts, become one with how you release and release the you are. Now you can come back to your body, defeating all of your odds. That's against you, what's against you? Nothing is. Can you sense you, present tense you, reinvent. Who defends you, what defends you? Coexist, all inside you, what's behind you? Take a glance.
So I say a banger. That for me, I felt like that was a meditation, or like a guided meditation, a spoken word guided meditation type of vibe it gave me. And then I also just got like intergalactic party in my head. I see what you was talking about with your inner child. I felt that now, bro.
You know, it's deep you said about the meditation, because that's what we were talking. We were like, man, what if we could, instead of doing do a guided meditation song, but not like a guided meditation. You know what I'm saying? Like a song. And so my verse was all about, well, the hook is a meditation, but it prepares you and takes you there. But my verse is more explaining what meditation is, showing you that it's not deep as you think it is, simplifying it, grounding it. You know, like I said, like when you rest, you're meditating. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? When you dream, you travel in places. You know, it's just kind of putting it in perspective. And then when Kai comes in and takes you actually deep into the meditation. So yeah, I say.
That's honestly how I feel about the whole project. Like, even though you guys are talking about what you're talking about, it's like there's a subconscious programming that you go through as well, where you're going through this journey and this process and this healing. Even though it's kind of like what we talked about on the Telegram, where we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and we don't realize how much the majority of our experience really is the subconscious mind. So I feel like the project almost like changes that flip to where the subconscious comes to the forefront and the conscious takes the seat back to be like, oh, this is what it's like, you know, within myself, but not from a necessarily shadow work or light work space, but that fusion dance, like what the dance, like you said, creates. So you kind of go into this like in between world where you're watching yourself experience your own understanding of self while also understanding source. I hope that makes sense. But it really takes you to a different, almost a different version of yourself, I feel, and looking at yourself, working through yourself.
And you know what that sounds like, family? It sounds like ascension.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's beautiful. Much gratitude to it.
I love that too, because it also sounds like the inner child, and when the inner child is in that stage of listening to music when they're young, and they just mimic everything that they hear about that song, whether it's a dance song, and they know all the lyrics and the dance. So it's just being able to program the subconscious mind and the inner child like way that resonates with that old vibration of, you know what I'm saying, how you used to connect with music, and then just having those positive programs come up, because it's like you could be sweeping the floor and you singing, you know what I'm saying, a certain chorus or hook from one of the songs, and it's like just rewiring your subconscious mind, like always keeping you to stay in those positive affirmations. So I love that as well, man.
And I had a question. Did you guys tune this project to like 432 or 528?
So this is what we tapped into. We talked about it. We went back and forth on it, and then we realized that makes sense. Those are very powerful frequencies, but we are the vibration of source, and so that's what we did. We actually yeah, this is a new Hertz from my
and
perspective.
that's why I asked, because it's almost like you kind of get a sense of what the other projects felt like, but then this one just felt different. So that just confirms for me that yeah, you guys embodied the frequency this time instead of programming it, which I feel took it to the next level, because it's weird like the WYRD where it's like you feel the difference between the projects. Where not saying that the other ones aren't great because they're amazing, but it's just something about this one that the overall energy just feels like yeah, that ascension process versus the other ones felt more like the 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 process before the ascension.
Right.
But then it's even more powerful because you guys didn't even set the frequency. That was just all y'all.
Much gratitude for that. Wow. I feel like this is a great time to go into Source High. You know what I'm saying? That was amazing. Much gratitude once again.
I see.
So this is Source High, King Manifest, Kai Khalil off the Fusion Dance and Source We Trust album. Man, say the guy Kai, man, he sent this to me, and I lost it in the most holistic way. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
It's on the start. Put you on the finish. This is who you are. Who are you? You grabbed it from the start. Trusting my vibes, I love where I be. When I talk to source, I'm just talking to me. 30 days fast, so I can feel free. Vibing so high, I can feel more of me. Vibing so low just for duality. Universal laws channel through me. Tryna F me up, then turn me right to a G. Tie me back to my instincts. Different timelines like Kang, where the Kang go on. Walk into my tombs in heavy shoes, like I can't go on. Then I dropped the weight like Rock Lee. Took my leg weights off. Then I drift in thought like Baby Driver. I just say wait oh. Me and King take calls, we'll make calls. We make call if you need help. Yeah, we may fall, but we won't stall. Getting back up and taking more steps. Feeling like soul with my mask on. There are many levels to this ego, but my ego can't die. I can't die. Only on any real. Trusting my vibes, I love where I be. When I talk to source, I'm just talking to me. 30 days fast, so I can feel free. Vibing so high, I can feel more of me. Vibing so low just for duality. Universal laws channel through me. Tryna F me up, then turn me right to a chick. Just tie me back to my instincts. Trusting my vibes, I love where I be. When I talk to source, I'm just talking to me. 30 days fast, so I can feel free. Vibing so high, I can feel more of me. Vibing so low just for duality. Universal laws channel through me. Tryna F me up, then turn me right to a chick. Tie me back to my instincts.
My pops, I'm picking the lot. A savage at 21, I was a lot. I am the dope, but I got off the block. I just show love, I ain't got no out. Like an overflowing cup, I'm off the top. I channel that ether, the power of locks. Meditate in a circle and think out the box. I can jump over hurdles, I ran from the cops. I just see smoke, but I am the fire. You trying to stop me, you wasting your time. Like you missed your exit, you ain't see the signs. Hey, you talking to God. I don't rush in my life. Every day shadow work sun. This mind I've been talking, I cry when I think about how much she love me. Ay, hard to explain this feeling. All the activations I'm getting, I know that Christ is risen to enlighten my vision. I'm here to ground this information for the nation, God, and teach patience and dualistic.
Trusting my vibes, I love where I be. When I talk to source, I'm just talking to me. 30 days fast, so I can feel free. Vibing so high, I can feel more of me. Vibing so low just for duality. Universal laws channel through me. Tryna F me up, then turn me right to a G. To tie me back to my instincts.
Come on now, man.
Yeah.
Vibing so high just to feel more of me. Vibing so low just for duality.
When I'm talking to source, I'm just talking to me. Like what?
Say, man, that felt like a channel. Like that's what that feel like.
Oh,
That's something I feel like it's a channel straight to source, or whenever you got that, and if you gonna receive something, you know.
I say.
It's like I know this is supposed to be music, but it just feels more like this universal vibration more than it is words, because there's so much happening to you and every song just hits different. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. First and foremost, that's why it's vibration in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had it right here. I would have just pushed the button. But
Right.
secondly, me and Kai, we have conversations that piss us off because we feel something. Like what we feel can't even be explained through words. It is vibration. So what we're doing in this music is grounding it as much as we can and really simplifying it, damn near compressing it to get it to be into music. This might sound crazy to y'all, but this is a prophecy that I'm gonna speak, something prophetic I'm gonna speak is going to happen in the future. Music is going to go to a point to where it's just frequencies. And me and Kyle, we feel like we've already tapped into it energetically, but obviously we're not there yet. It's like kind of ahead of our time in that way. But right now we're grounding it as much as we can, and really only through source. Source is like, you know, if this is what, even me as a teacher, I feel like if a baby and a teenager, an adult, or however you want to put it, and then an elder, if they all of them can't understand what you're talking about, then you're not a master teacher. And so we have to make this music in a way where everyone can understand and where it can relate. You know what I mean? Sometimes people try to be too damn deep and their music ain't touching the soul. When you touch the soul, that's the deepest you can go. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like it's a big example and reminder to people who are sensitive to energy, not even just empaths, but just us as a species, why it's important to pay attention to what you listen to. Because the healing that you get from it should make you realize the deconstruction that is happening to you listening to other things that's not good for your vibration or your energy or your physical body, because it's all spell work for negative things. So us having this example of this type of thing being possible in music or whatever industry, whatever world, I feel like that already within itself is ahead of its time.
I say, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know, since we talking about the duality of things, people thinking it's supposed to just be love and light and they can play with us. I feel like it's time to play cosmic street cred. I feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they look at us, and then we're gonna get cosmic royalty. I wish she was on her because I know this is one of them, you know, that she was. Some of us are naturally more light, some of us are naturally more chaotic, and then the whole fusion dance is the balance between those energies. And so this cosmic street cred related to a lot of us that feel like people want to play with us because they see our light. But it's like just as much as you see that light, see, I can't tell that one yet. So that light is actually, you know, light can be manipulated. So sometimes people manipulate themselves by your light and try to manipulate what they think they can do to you and how you're supposed to act. Then you rise and show them that shadow because you got that cosmic street cred. Or you don't do nothing. You show them that light, your ancestors spin the block and whoop their ass because you got that cosmic street cred. You see what I'm saying? And so, much gratitude, Goddess. Yeah, we definitely want you back on her. So let's get it.
Yeah, we talking chosen well. Don't forget these downloads are a form of riches, form of gold. I say, you tried. Thought I was nice, you thought I was weak, but I'm in these kind of streets. Ay, don't wanna go to war with a G. As you can see, I'm God. You tried. Thought I was nice, thought I was weak, but I'm in these kinds of streets. Ay, don't wanna go to war with a G. As you can see, I'm God. I'm in the field with no fleets, and it's just me and my tribe. You tried. Thought I was nice, thought I was weak, but I'm in these kinds of streets. Ay, don't wanna some spirit. This mycelium network more than business. I'm too rich for poor intentions. My channel open, but you lack the signal. I'm an ancient symbol, you a false sigil. This ultra ego get instrumental on instrumentals. I'm a lit missile, hitting pressure points like jujitsu. I ain't even gotta say the word, my ancestors getting with you. In layman's terms, you don't want none. See Russia getting plasma guns, we already heard you can't run. Just try again, you try. Thought I was nice, thought I was weak, but I'm in these cosmic streets. Ayy, don't wanna go to war with a G. As you can see, I'm God. I'm in the field with no cliques, and it's just me and my tribe. Ayy, you tried. Thought I was nice, thought I was weak, but I'm in these cosmic streets. Hey, don't wanna go to war with a G. As you can see, I'm God. I'm in the field with no cliques. It's me and my tribe. Hey, yeah, you tried.
I've been really healing since a silly kid. I should really move like a Draco. I can peep the snake coming from your skin. Kings spreading through the dark realms with I got him and I got his hand. Don't you ever think you've been a past and show present like a has been, like you have been. Keep on moving forward, you don't wanna get left. Can't let false light fool you. I be showing spirit what I see. Watch how source fool you. We shop in shadow work, not make target, not being futile. We just cause in my tribe. We check triggers, patting down your shadow. In my tribe, what is fear? We prep for any battle. My tribe, break foundations to create a cat. In my tribe, my tribe, my tribe.
That is how beasts are. But that's not who Naruto is. He's nothing like that. Naruto's one of a kind. Works hard, puts his whole heart into it. Sure, he messes up sometimes, and everyone jumps him, but his suffering only makes him stronger. That's what separates him from being a beast.
Yo, so
Like,
it's so aligned because like that was the one that I was gonna say earlier. And I know for me, like I know I come off, I look like, oh, she's a, you know. And I had a conversation with my spiritual tribe earlier today, and I was like, I now am so clear and inner. A lot
Yeah,
of
go ahead.
times things are like blocked from me even knowing like why something didn't happen or whatever, and it's because of my energy. It's because of things I didn't even like. I'm doing things in the astrals and things that's blocking people from stepping to me a certain type of way. So I just want to thank y'all for that song because like yeah, a lot of times people look at me and it's like, yeah, well, I could probably cross you, but nah, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah.
yep. And I feel like it's such a misconception because, like, even for me too, like, I don't think people really grasp the term of like you doing healing means that you're going to be more mindful, you're going to have more awareness, so you're going to be less reactive. So people can step on your toes and you'll just still grace them with kindness, right? And a lot of people take that as you not having a backbone, you not being able to speak up for yourself. Whole time, you don't know what demons I came from. You don't know what underworld I went through, and you're just meeting me at my peak. And the misconception being you have to be just marshmallow being spiritual. But it's like, no, some of the most spiritual people come from the worst scenarios possible. So they come from things that really touch their character. So again, you're meeting them now in their grace, sitting at their throne, like, I've really been through all of this and I can really just exist. You know, I don't have to do anything other than to see. And it's like, no, like, you cross even a king or a queen and your head will still get cut off because you still gotta, you know, have respect and boundaries for a person. And that whole don't judge a book by its cover.
Like you said, it hit different. It hit different when you in these cosmic streets. You know what I'm saying? When you from the trenches, you know what that look like. But like you, Nefer and King, everybody, like we all say, it ain't nothing more gangster than going within and fighting them demons and stuff. But people in these cosmic streets, they done did that. So you feel me? They in a whole different type of street lane or cosmic street cred, so I felt that a lot differently because I'm like, yeah, I'm protected differently now. You know what I'm saying?
And that too,
Facts.
because like I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. There's, I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna come with the humbleness at the end of the day. And we all have so much that we just come from, and people have to stop looking at it as he's just nice. Like, no, you still come from where you come from, and nothing can change that. That's still gonna come out to protect you. And just because I'm more aware that my ancestors got my back, so I really don't have to do anything, makes me even more nice. Because I know I don't need to do anything but just give you love. So it's like, don't misconstrue that. Just because I'm at my peace now, don't mean I won't defend myself. Doesn't mean I won't stand up for myself. Or there's not a whole other side to me. Because like we have that light and that chaos, so it's still there and it's grounded.
And honestly, it's about not. Let's get it. I've been waiting. I've been waiting on causing royalties. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I come from the hood, and like, a lot of us in the, you know, a lot of our people have, and that cosmic street cred, it hit different with me because I grew up just, knowing about just darkness because my family is, I come from witches and all of that, aunties. If y'all read Divine, the Great Mother Shakti book, and it talks about her dark aspects, and one of her aspects was Durga. And when I read Durga, I just could remember, like, okay, that's my aunties. Everybody had a weapon. She had 18 arms. Each hand had a weapon in it. My auntie had the saw. My other one had the knife. The other one had the gun. Everybody had something. So all I knew was chaos. When I tell y'all, wasn't no love, light, none of that. That's all I seen. That's all I really knew. I didn't learn about all this love and light stuff until I pretty much woke up. I mean, I always still was very professional and polite because I had a corporate job. So I learned how to be, professional and still had that hood side. So that's like that light and dark, having that balance. In this album, really, when I listen to it, I can see both, and it takes me back to the sun and the moon. We got to learn how to have that balance. We can't be hood everywhere. We can't be light everywhere because sometimes we got to use our chaos. So with me, is learning how to balance both of them to where I can use them both when they need it. And that's like my favorite song, the Street Cred one. That's one of my favorite. But yeah, that just having that balance of both is what really will make you complete. The masculine, feminine, light and dark, and so forth. So right now, I'm really, since I did grow up with most of the darkness, I'm really trying to anchor in that light right now. That is really what I'm focusing on, and that is what spirit is telling me to focus on. Okay, we know you got the war stuff down, you got the fighting down. We was trained pretty much, a lot of us in the hood, for this time that we in now, this awakening. So we kind of have a leverage over people who don't have that hood side because it gives us, we're not afraid of nothing because we've seen so much, we've been through so much. So we don't have that fear in us because we done seen so much. So it helps to not be afraid because they try to punk you when we woke up, especially me. They try to punk me. They try to scare me and do all kind of shit so that I wouldn't awaken. But it didn't work because they don't know what I walked through already. They don't know what I seen. They don't know what I've been through. So what they doing is nothing to me. It's like Disneyland because
Yeah.
I didn't see worse. So um, it helped me in a way, to still stand my ground and still awaken, still do what I needed to do without getting feared. Because a lot of people didn't make it. They didn't make it to this because they punked out. A lot of people got punked into not, coming out and doing what we need to do right now for this awakening. But hey, yeah, so that's kind of like my story, y'all.
Now for sure. I just knew, I guess intuitively. I was like, man, she gotta get back on her for this one. I just, then when we talked, so I was like, yeah, we related in a lot of ways. So that's amazing, that records like this, and truthfully, what be happening too, what I'm saying? Like music is pure alchemy, for us. And so this record, me and Kyle was looking at certain situations, and first we was picking it apart from the shadow aspect. We were seeing all the shadow aspects of the situation that first day. And the next day, honestly, my goddess, she awakened some light aspects that opened the door for perspective. And so we started to see both sides. But when I wrote that record, I was frustrated. I felt like people be thinking that, like they say back in the day, they think fat meat ain't greasy. People be thinking that they can play. So me, who I used to be a prover. You know what I'm saying? I was somebody that, I wish a nigga would, which is the most ignorant mindset, so I was on that type of time. And so to come into this realm, this level of purpose, um, and this level of accountability, because heavy is the head that wears the crown. Now I'm constantly looking at myself like, okay, how do I react to this and this and this? But also I can't be. Yesterday, me and my sister and my goddess were talking, when the word nice came up for some reason. And so they talking about being nice, like, man, they was like, man, I ain't got time to be out here being all extra nice and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm just, when my mind goes, I go to, what's the etymology of nice? Look it up. And it's ignorant, stupid. So, whenever I think about it, I say, well, dang, us tapping into our chaos energy is a level of awareness. And that's why it intimidates people, because it puts them on Front Street. It makes them uncomfortable, because whatever they're trying to do that they plan to get away with, they're not able to get away with. And what's deep about cosmic street cred and the cosmic and us having that ability and that connection, that a nigga think he won in the physical. But that cosmic street cred spin the block 3 months later. Like you thought you were just gonna do, my people like this. You thought that you was just gonna, but no, you know what I'm saying? You just created the karmic cycle that this being is so powerful, they can create a whole new reality for you to live in, that you got to go through all these lessons to get out of, because you do step two in the wrong way. See, our stuff don't come like these lame niggas out here with guns and abuse and all the ignorant. That happens and it's gone. See, whenever the spirit works on you,
Now.
oh man, ancestors can deal with you the rest of your life. Yeah.
I just call the ancestors now. I just, they handle that. They handle everything for me, and I see it come back. I don't never wish nobody no ill will. Whatever they do, that be on them. I just go and plead my case, and then I get a report. So it's like, like we said, we create our own karma, so do people. When they, I go to the altar, and hey, my ancestors, they see everything. They've been walking with me, even if I go back and look at stuff that happened to me before I was awakened, and then I get reports on, jobs that did me wrong, company closed down, all kind of stuff. They've been with me from the gate. I just didn't know. You know what I mean? So now we do our fighting, and we war with in the spirit, because even the Bible taught us that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood anyway. So
Exactly.
the real war is in the spiritual realm anyway. So yeah, we doing it. We on a different page with it now. We done with the streets.
See, it's actually weak. It's actually weak to an extent to overly find power in the physical. That's the trap of the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So I feel intuitively that this is how we rocking now. Y'all know, don't force, less source. That is the new slogan for Shadow Work Sundays. So at this time, I'm about to play the Root Chakra Rebel, Heart Chakra Singing Bowl, and before we transition to the next phase of the show. So we're about to go into a meditation. Well, you were about to go into a meditation with us. So Source is about to go into a meditation with Source. We remember we all on that cosmic couch. We are together. You know, if you want to energetically hold hands, whatever it is you want to do to connect and feel the I feel like right now we should be embodying that we are not alone. We're talking about cosmic street cred. Well, if that's real, if we body that, we say that's real, then understand that us being in the cosmos together right now is just as real. So let's embody that aspect of our energetic bodies as we ground ourselves and as we open our heart space for the next, like I said, segment of this episode, which I think we might be going into shadow integration. That might be the next vibration. You dig?
Make sure y'all taking deep breaths. See nothing but the most vibrant color of red. And now it begins to sink into nothingness, sink into the shadow. You start walking into this darkness, this nothingness, this shadow energy. And every step you take, another aspect of the shadow emerges. Another shadow being, another ancestor, another spirit guide, another gained loved one, not lost loved one. And each step that you take, they begin to take those steps as well. And y'all step together to the rhythm of the heart space, the heartbeat. As I march, the ether begins to morph in all different arrays of greens and pinks. And it begins to fuse in every single aspect of the ancestors, spirit guides, you, your inner child, so on and so forth. This allows you to integrate with any aspect of any part of you, shadow, anything in the conception of source. Shadow is pure shadow integration. When you meet a shadow, you keep the law of the energy field, and you either present it with shadow energy or light in wholeness. Take some deep breaths, bring that energy up through the heart space, and embody it. Talking about you ain't never heard of a pink, green, and black Power Ranger.
Source is ready to reveal itself. Are you ready to see the source that's within you? There is a passion, there is a fire, there is an observation that is playing out through you. And that is why perspective is so important. Because you are source revealing itself to itself. All things around you, all things within you, it is all source. You are the divine, you are the ocean, you are the sun. It's time for you to wake up and see it. No more hiding, no more running, no more self-sabotage. It's time to remember that you are source. It's time to get out of your own way. You didn't come here to play games. You didn't come here to have lack of faith or lack of belief. You didn't come here with nothing. You already are nothing, experiencing everything. Who you are is just a speckle in your perspective. But in reality, you are the everything. The togetherness that comes from you observing you in all aspects is the key to source revealing itself to itself. You are the passion, you are the fire, you are the vision. It's time to claim that power and step into everything and the nothing. Just as you are everything, you are also nothing. Because you are the source of the source. Are you going to wake up to your power? Are you going to wake up to your truth? Or are you going to keep telling yourself why you are not Neo, why you are not the flower, why you are not the sun, why you are not radiance, why you are not happiness and magic all in one? You are the source of power. You are the infinite. You are the grand design. And it's time that you start acting on it. It's time that you stop running away from who you really are, trying to be something that you're not. Because of the perspectives that you've given yourself. How you perceive is how you experience. So are you going to take responsibility for your experience? Or are you going to keep looking outside of yourself? You are the power. You are the fire. You are the passion. You are the light. You are the darkness. The more you unlock your truth, the more you realize that your perspective is the key. The key to your freedom, the key to your transformation, the key to your activation, the key to all that you are and all that you are trying to become and unbecome. It's all already within you. You are the power, so be the power. Don't let what you perceive be a detriment. Let what you perceive be the blueprint. You control the narrative, so control the narrative. You control the breath, so just breathe. Stop fighting your truth. Stop fighting your power. It within you. So let yourself be you, so that source can reveal itself to source.
Shay.
Very powerful. Much gratitude, guys.
I see.
That was nice. I like that. Go ahead, Nefeso.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one you need to come back to yourself. Turn that one on. Bring you right back.
Wow. Much gratitude. Got it,
Yes,
man.
much gratitude.
Much
The most
And I
beautiful
gratitude.
know
part,
she channeled that, if I'm not mistaken, on the Lionsgate portal, right?
yeah, because I guess the audio that we originally recorded wasn't properly working or something. So
Yeah.
we was like middle of the retreat, and King was like, "We gotta do something because we need something else." And we're like, "Dang, we like in Puerto Rico right now," and then literally just went in the closet with the phone and just told Source to take over. So it was unplanned. I didn't think about anything. That was really just all channel, but super. Which I think is what makes it so powerful because it was literally on the spot. Like I just threw myself into it. It was like, I'm the channel, I'm the vessel, and that's what we got.
And she just showed y'all how to channel. See, sometimes when we prepare and we overthink, we get in our way. That's the once again, that's the new code switch that we are presenting. Don't force, let sort. That's what that moment was. She was just like, you know what? I ain't gonna overthink it. She didn't overthink it. Say, oh, I'm not prepared. Oh my God, it's going on an album. What am I gonna do? F all that. What does source have for me right now? What does source want me to? And I can feel it. Like when I heard it, because obviously I heard it originally without any beat, any just listening to it. I'm like, yo, like I cried. And I played it for my sister and my wife. They cried. We all was like, it's like tears just flow when you hear that. You know what I'm saying? And so just much gratitude to you because your voice held a vibration of such a warm feeling that, it was very easy to digest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and very thankful to have the opportunity to be on here because that's another thing that I appreciate with the projects that y'all do, that y'all allow that flexibility, that versatility to where it's like, let's just throw a whole channel message on it. And the fact that cause the way it meshed with that beat made no sense. Like, once I heard it, because I didn't listen to it until the album like came out, I didn't, what? That was powerful.
Yeah, the deep part about it is that the beat, remember I told you, I don't know if I told you, but I think I told y'all that the beat only came in place because of the technical difficulty. So the last audio that you sent me, I was trying to drown out the whatever the noise I was hearing with the beat. Because originally I was gonna have it just silent. But then when you sent the clear audio, it's like, hold on, this beat already kind of sounding fire with her vocals, you know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, but it was really, that's the shadow and the light. The shadow aspect of that situation was that her vocals came through originally distorted,
And
you
you know
know?
what? To be honest, I think that was definitely source led because those things that you said before, those were all the thoughts that I had. I was like, this is going on an album. Like, I have to make sure, like, I say what the tribe needs, the people listening is going to feel this. And I was overthinking it. And even though it was still a very powerful channel's message, it still came from a place of me not trusting source and me forcing it. So then it being in the middle of the retreat and it's like either I overthink this and make this take longer than it used to, or the message will come out, or I just let go and just let go. And because of that, I feel like it had its own lesson within itself for me there because it's like I really had to realize that it didn't matter how it was going to turn out. It didn't matter if it was last minute. Nothing mattered. All that mattered was I was supposed to just be a vessel. And the lesson of me not doing that the first time, the whole thing came out distorted, even though the playback that we had was good.
Right.
It was good. But once King had it, it was distorted. So I feel like that's how powerful Source is. That's how powerful whoever is working with even Kai and Manifest with these projects that they were like, nope, that's not right. We gotta do it again.
And Source we trust.
And Source We Trust. That's the name of it, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They
Okay.
all of them. I mean, all the skits. I like Kasha Keys as well. I love both of them because it's the shadow to me and then the light one. You feel
Exactly.
me?
It is.
Yeah.
You feel me? I turn Goddess on when I need to get in that mode, or if I feel like they playing me real quick, or I need to get in that Rashad Jamal type bag real quick. And before I play that, I listen to that. Or before I'm finna go, you feel me, calm me down, or you know what I'm saying, let me not take it all the way there. I might put my other Goddess on, let me rock out real quick and bring me back to
that duality, that contrast.
To be honest, that's deep, because that's what me and Kai was having conversations about. Like, we're going to do what they so-called would call testing the limits or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, there's no limits, there's no walls, you know what I'm saying? The Bible tells you that a city with no walls has no order. But I would like to look at it as that if I'm everything is me, and everything around me is mine, then how can you trap everything? You can't. You see what I'm saying? So we always operated outside of that realm of being in walls and being in some type of trap. You know what I'm saying? That's even what happened with Never Soul. It was no wall. And it's deep. I love that y'all went into a closet because that's like a portal to me. And it was dark. A closet is dark. So you went into darkness, then closed your eyes into darkness, and you're literally with Source. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, I didn't even bother to look for a light switch or anything. Once we just went in there, and then I stayed in there by myself, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to see anything. I want to be so deep in the ether, in the present moment, in the 3D right here, but also so deep in there that y'all feel Source. And even though you probably feel fragments of me, I didn't want to exist in it. I just wanted to be literally the channel.
So, speaking of skits, let's go ahead and laugh a little bit. This is probably my favorite skit. We had two planned skits. The I'm Him skit and the we did another skit. Maybe that was the skit.
The Tyrone.
Yeah, so actually we only had two skits. So the first I'm Him, that was planned. The Tyrone skit was not. It was just, we just got on there and it was just in flow state. To the idea, I just started talking. They didn't even know what I was going to say. I was recording it. And we're going to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, But this is actually, this skit, let me see which one it is. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we called it They Clone Tyrone. We're gonna explain all that. So check this out.
Hey, peace, try y'all on the phone. Can y'all hear me?
Of course, yeah.
Man, tell me why I just saw this nigga online reading these so-called downloads, and then come to find out nigga got it from ChatGPT.
Yay! Oh wow! Hey, bro. So you mean to tell me niggas is out here becoming intentional clones?
AI downloads, G. It's crazy.
Wow.
I don't know. These y'all teachers, though. Hey, Goddess, I'm just saying, how does that feel? How does that resonate with you intuitively that we are allowing this to happen? You feel me?
I think they clone Tyrone.
Oh Lord. Hey, peace, y'all on the phone? Can y'all hear me?
So first, I want to start it off with this. That clone Tyrone stuff got on our nerve. Me and Kyle was annoyed by it because it was so baby conscious. It was like bait. They threw bait out there and niggas ran with it. And that movie wasn't that deep. You know what I'm saying? None of this stuff is deep. That's all. That was so. And everybody just, I gotta decode. Everybody's clones. I see somebody so they're a clone. If we be technical, we're all clones of sorts. So, but we got annoyed by that. And then in the same token, and that's why we didn't talk about it too much. Obviously, like why would we even give energy to it? So, in the same token, there is something going on that I want to address. And we haven't spoke on it, but at the end of the day, we put it on the album, so it's out there. We kind of put it in a joking aspect in the skit. But this is a real thing. So the reason why you connect with your heart space is very important, and your intuitive aspect of you. When you're getting a teacher and somebody's teaching you something or giving you something, you want to know that information is not saying that people can't do research and study and do this and that. But you also don't. It depends on your perspective. From my perspective, source is the direct channel that I choose, right? But some people may create a source in this reality to channel.
It's like organic fruit and GMO fruit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to be careful with where you're getting information, because there are a lot of so-called teachers or beings that are out here that are getting information, and it is coming directly from an AI that actually only grabs the information that we gives it. So how can that be source when source is tapping into the we get new downloads every day that people are not speaking, of things that are not happening on this run. All of us, I get now, whether we pay attention to it or not is another thing, but every day we think of something that no one has ever thought of. That's the definition of source. You know, and so we made that skit to just say, be careful, you know, and don't be clones of people that are clones of AI. You know what I'm saying?
Or clones of the system.
Or this, I'll say. Was it like an awkward moment?
No, I'm ready for shadow integration.
Yeah, I was waiting.
That's where we're going?
You said
that's where we were supposed to go.
That's not where we're supposed to go. I went where we're supposed to go. We went to Nefersoul.
I know. I'm just saying that was where we were supposed to go before we went to that.
We're not doing this, Kai. Yeah, it's little bro, big bro. You know what I'm saying? We not, you know. So
Leo season over, y'all.
No, it ain't.
So
don't say that.
What did he say?
He said Leo season over.
Hey, it's never over, bro.
That's what I was trying to tell him. Like, you see that sun outside every day? That's Leo season every day.
Never over,
Ben
bro.
said I'm a Leo, but my birthday every day or something like that.
You gotta keep in mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let's not do this. You try to set me up too. I'm gonna integrate the shadow right now. You know what I'm saying? But now, this record is very special. Shadow integration, King Manifest, Kai Khalil, you know what I'm saying, you know the vibes. Halo Griffin, KT Cool, Canacia, and you know what I'm saying, say the best for last. Queen Manifest, you feel me? My goddess is on this record as well. So
shout out to Queen Manifest.
I say, you know, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna drop something. Y'all don't go crazy, because it's not gonna pop up until maybe a week or two from now. But we will be, she'll be mad at me for saying this, but I gotta announce it to hold her accountable, make sure we do it. We will be doing, having our own TikTok, giving y'all some vlogs, some behind the scenes. Me and the goddess, we've been waiting for this, so y'all can get a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, into our vibration, you feel me? So that's coming real soon.
I do. You need more examples of that too.
I'll say. So let's get it.
I'm continuously learning and evolving on this journey, you know, because it's not about destination, it's about the journey. So as as I learn, as I evolve, as I grow, as I expand, I integrate.
Realize I'm scared of me. Who gon' save me from me? I just need to breathe and accept what I see. I won't quit this time. I won't miss the signs. I see I'm not blind. No more wasting time. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. When I give up now, I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. When I give up now,
I manifest through positions, psyching myself out, always focused on the ending. When I ain't nowhere near finished. I ask life what's living, imagine living as a blind man. As the time spin, imagine wasting time on relationships, now we not a friend. I can't even pretend, nah, I guess it's gone in the wind. Now I'm stuck in the illusion of being alone. Nah, I ain't stuck, I got up whether right or wrong. Got tired of holding back feelings and started writing these poems, songs. This is my book of the Bible. Know that I'm divine, the way that my life spiral. Heavenly, so many angels with me, it's a choir. Shout out King OC, my big bro is a giant. Currently I'm resting on the land of the Mayans. Whoever told peace be quiet, just to feel the riot. Say lie, this love is righteous like Christ kid. Watch me purify the earth as I cry tears. Do it for the ones that I lost and still got hurt. Manifest, I don't even doubt when I'm not sure. I'm legendary, shout out to my wife, she saved my life when I got married. Look inside and feel the vibes. See the world in your eyes. Feel the sun and see the sky. What do you desire? It's about you this time. Some would say the sky is the limit. I like to say we're going past the sky. I say.
realize I'm scared of me. Who gon' save me from me? I just need to breathe and accept what I see. I won't quit this time. I won't miss the signs. I see I'm not blind. No more wasting time. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. When I give up now, I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. When I give up now.
Serving nothing but 20s. 17 made a G in like 20 minutes. I'm 17, my firstborn king manifest. They want me to quit rapping cause it ain't happened yet. 17 Burger King, I was flipping the patty. Trying to figure out this thing called being a daddy. But the truth is, I'm back to the streets. I'm the new dope, I'm the new keys. I'm selling crack now, King Troy back on his feet. Making cash money off a Manny Fresh beat. Revolutionary, the streets were very scary. Like the Black Panthers, this shit was necessary. We was building up a community that we let down. That my neighborhood hero in the fans now. The beginning of the end with me and the ghost of Tupac. Start drinking in, death around the corner. I'm in the Benz, Valley of Arizona in an alcoholic coma. Lost my mind, I lost my stride. I know I'm wrong for depending. No friends who see my call but won't pick the phone up. Used to have everybody around me, now I'm a loner. People turn their back on me, what made me stronger? Trying to get back to making money in this music. Still thinking God, I can do it, it's therapeutic.
Realize I'm scared of me. Who gon' save me from me? I just need to breathe and accept what I see. I won't quit this time. I won't miss the signs. I see I'm not blind. No more wasting time. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. When I give up now, I gotta get up now. I cannot give up now. I gotta get up wanna see. I gotta be the change for you and me.
I am the truth, the living proof, the manifestation. You see the fruit. I remember when I saw the seed, I had to envision the root, the beginning of growth, and the seed is in you. Everything you go through is a testimony of your strength. You are unstoppable. And remember, we love you.
Source told me a sin or a sin, that's your only option. If you gotta cry, you can trip it like a fuck. Love your kin and everything that lives, that's what God said. Your shadow, love, and light, by not fearing of the darkness. The God is all. I know you feel low, but so what? You know your shadow reaping what your soul's touch. Your toes touch everything that can recreate your being. Is that soul lunch on? Remember you was down south, finding soul remembrance. All the notes you took, you answered with your soul's penmanship. Everything you did, you always kept in soul reverence. Everything you said, you healed, so you have God rhetoric. Stop playing tricks, you gotta figure out your matrix. When you upgrade too fast, so back to the basics. To make change, sometimes you gotta make sense. So solve the problem,
Man, what you got to say, Kai? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I just love that song. Every time I hear it, I hear something different.
With the whole project, honestly.
Facts, big facts.
Real quick, another kind of off subject, but we can get back. But I want to do a shout out to my fam, man, Barry, man, in the chat, man. And we got to catch up. This is my fam, you know what I'm saying, in real time. We ain't tapped in a minute, but I want to definitely shoot that shout out to the tribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always good to see in this journey. We see our people, man, our family, you know what I'm saying, ascending and elevating with us, you feel me? So I just want to shout them out. But yeah, that record, yeah, it sounds special. You know, I don't even listen to it much. For me, in my own reality, that's how it's like Inner Child to me, like the Inner Child song. I don't listen to that song much, neither because of what that was in that moment, what I released on that record or what that song was. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, family, this record from beginning to end is Shadow Integration. You know, it starts off with me. You know, I'm in the shadow. I'm talking from that shadow aspect of life, of many different things, and it ends with Kai in the light. And so this record is going from Vegeta to Goku, that transition of the fusion dance, you know what I'm saying? And then also everybody on this project, or on this song, should I say, was vulnerable. And that's what it takes to integrate the shadow. You gotta be vulnerable. You can't be sitting back and wish I woulda, and I ain't gonna do this, and I hope they don't judge me for this, and they don't look at me like this for this. You gotta walk in that thing and just be able to be vulnerable with self and those that are around you, whether that's just you and your ancestors. Yeah, like I said, I realized I was stuck in the illusion of being alone. No, I ain't stuck. I got up whether right or wrong. Got tired of holding back feelings and started writing these poems, songs. This is my book of the Bible. You know that I'm divine, the weight of my life spiral. You know what I'm saying? Heavenly, so many angels with me. It's a choir. What are we talking about? I'm talking about I was walking out of the perspective of being alone and into my power. That's shadow integration. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And then it's like when you get down into that shadow, you know what I'm saying? Like the guy said, I ended with the light. First thing I say is, Source told me ascend or ascend. That's your only option.
Yeah.
That's your only option. You know what I'm saying? So just again, being able to sit with both aspects of yourself and then move accordingly when Source gives you the proper vibration to do so, man. That shadow integration, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling it in my soul. I can hear the song right now, Firestarter. So that's where we about to go. You know what I'm saying? The Firestarter. I feel like Big Gay's on that same vibration. You feel me? So, and then we can decode this record and talk about this record.
Say this.
Cause we talking about integration. You feel me? Now we going into pure alchemy, alchemizing the power.
It took me like 5 times, but on the 5th time, like I say, every time you listen, you hear something different. But this was one of them ones on like 5th or 7th. I had to rewind it like 3 times.
I say.
Nothing that became something. Texas were the rainy days, it was still sunny. I was blessed in the pain, I struggled abundant. Found peace in the wealth is bigger than money. We was taught not to run on a full stomach. Wasn't nothing chasing me, but I was still running. They was trying to sabotage me like a Bill Club. And I talk to myself, everybody fake, I don't know who real. It's just a game like dealing, no deal. Went from living in my car to living in my hotel. But I won't complain though. The king had to go through hell to get his halo. I told him that it's up, I can't lay low. Me and my inner child building like Lego. Trauma, pain, not a game. Gotta work, do your thing. I did it, no Novocaine. I became a lotus flame. Now I purify the wound through the fire. Truth I always can point out a lie. Kevin Gates, I ain't lying, I ain't never tired. After all this work, I could've retired. I don't gotta hold it together, I live it forever. To somebody, everybody special. I just took self-love to the next level. And I got a billion on the schedule. They say I'm out of my reach. Told them I'm the greatest ID. I done activated my ski. Those chakra activated my speech. Who cares what they say about me? I tap into the omniverse. My mind is searched until my eyes are hurt and I'm alert. As I appear, I can smell smoke or fire near. Downloads, this is a movie called Firestarter, and it's this very powerful child. And they're setting themselves on fire and burning themselves until they learn how to alchemize.
I've been playing and stepping through fire since I was like 5. Got pictures with my inner child, like a magnifying glass. It's right above me, I've been under fire. Been incarnating here for so long, I've been had the yes to retire. But you know me, I'ma show up every time. Been warming up like some earmuffs. My ancestors said don't fear none. Myself said I'm a real one. My health said I'm a healed one. My will said I'ma wield some of the infinite, so that's still much. I know many that don't keep it real much, so that mean we healers till they wheels up. I manifest progress on the day. I've been doing shadow work, I stay color grading. Right to the point where emotions be fading. Alchemizing hellfire, no Satan. I'm in Christ code, breaking matrixes. Loading new neurons in. Keep it cool and watch out for the fan. People project what they say all through the airwaves. You might not be the plan, you just gotta go with it. Knows all things and it don't, that's where you come in. Say there's only one catch, you gotta mesh with your shadow, man. If you gon' fight, then fight. But for me, I'm doing my shadow dance.
Man, you ever looked in the mirror and felt like nothing? You know what I'm saying? Told you it was gonna be nothing, it became something. Texas were the rainy days, it was still sunny. Man.
I traveled through the omniverse, my mind is alert. What do you say?
Travel to the omniverse and I'm alert. I tap into the omniverse and I'm alert until my eyes are hurt. No, I say no. I tap into the omniverse.
My mind, yeah. My mind is search.
I tap into the omniverse and my mind is search until my eyes are hurt. Then I'm alert. As I appeared, I could smell smoke or fires near. Come on.
Whoa, man. This song probably had the most Kundalini rising energy to me.
I say, man, I love Big Gazer, man. You really be on it.
Man.
So this song, oh no, let's go. My fault.
I was just gonna say, it's almost like if y'all embody different life forms in the mysticism. So it's like the dragons, the fairies, you know, y'all switch up in between which energy that spirit designed to guide us. So that's why it's kind of so deep too, because I feel like we all channel in our own ways. So having so many channelers and seers on one project is like, if you ain't listening to it, I don't know what you're doing.
Right. Yeah, this record, I think this was Kyle's, one of Kyle's favorite records originally. Obviously we kept expanding on the album. For me, this record was special because I think I wrote the hook, but that was about it. Everything else, I just went to the mic and just And so I had watched that movie Firestarter. I don't know if y'all seen that movie before with the little girl. And she was alchemizing her power. She didn't know her family was scared. People were scared of her. She basically was demonized, in certain ways, and made her fear her own power. And it was just deep, and so to the point of where she ended up having to use it. You know what I'm saying? She got put in situations where, she had to. The shadow aspect of her had to be activated, or she would lose her life. She wouldn't even be able to protect herself, But her family, everybody feared her, and so they feared her alchemy process or her Kundalini awakening. And that I feel like that that movie really spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we got this record. You know what I mean? I can't, and I'm only saying the movie planted the seed. The song is definitely not the movie. It's a whole different vibration.
I just want to say your background right now, it looked like you got two different land masses on each side of you. That look raw. I don't know. That's very cool to observe.
I'm trying to see my own background. Oh man. But it speaks of, see, this is the thing, right? We don't have to conform to duality. We have to master duality. You know what I'm saying? And so this dualistic nature that you're talking about, when you spoke on it, to me, it didn't even feel like two opposing energies. It felt like two different forms of the same energy. And so we have to understand that sometimes that's duality as well. You know what I'm saying? We always conform to duality as bad and good, or, and that's not necessarily always the perspective of duality.
Facts.
So,
like I said in the previous song, which this song really is like the breakdown of the bar in this song. But when I said we've been having life force since life forced us through the womb, so that's always that we came in on this dense, this forceful energy. You dig what I'm saying? So. Just in this song, I've been playing this Stepping Through Fire since I was like 5. Got pictures with my inner child, like a magnifying glass is right above me. I've been under fire, been incarnated here for so long. I've been had the yes to retire. So it's like just coming here and it's being okay with mastering that aspect.
That's why they call me did you say the big guy? Because I would show up every time.
Exactly. Exactly. You dig what I'm saying? Just being okay with when you have to embody that shadow energy, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been doing it ever since you was younger. That's when it was all in serene flow state and in oneness. You know what I'm saying? You could flip and be mad 1 second, flip, you know what I'm saying, switch and be happy. That's why when children take pictures when they was younger and they be crying, that you can make them be happy real quick and then they'd be happy the rest of the day until something bad happened. You know what I'm saying? But it's just being able to continuously be in that code switch based off of certain things that's in your environment and it allowing you to trigger what vibration you can tap into next. And sometimes you can bring up that vibration you can tap into next if you're aligned inside of you.
Ted Lasso, he say be a goldfish. He say goldfish got the lifespan, the memory span of about 10 seconds. So he told his player on this TV show called Lasso, whatever, it's on Apple TV, but he a soccer coach, it's real good. He told him be a goldfish.
That's deep, because when I talk to Kyle, I talk to him all the time, like, bro, my goal, I ain't even living in the last 5 minutes, bro.
Bro, that's mad deep, bro, because in Finding Nemo, only Dory can remember or forget things past. She had the amnesia. She was forgetting things. But Marlon, he was stuck in the past, but he was symbolize the goldfish. We was the clownfish, but you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, so that's kind of deep.
Sure.
That's kind of deep, yeah.
All right, so look, let's get it, y'all. I'm not even introducing this song. It's going to introduce itself as soon as it come on. You feel me? Let's get it.
Code switch, hey, code switch, code switch, code switch. I ain't tripping. This hit
different. I keep shifting and code switching. I see parts of me I'm missing. No ops, I slide on beats. Metaphorically, metaphysically, I ain't with the games, even with floor seats. Most of y'all players, I don't hate.
Cold switch, vibrational circles. My heart space from running some laps. I feel like a kid. With a computer to play with. And so teaching me how to manipulate my grid. And I stay with an SD card on me, that's first definition. You ain't got no storage, you been out of gig.
Whoa, this that cannot be controlled. This how you talk to the soul. College give them what they want. We go back to back with the flow, like no one ever had before. For protection, throw a pole. Many call, we were chose, and we chose.
We chose to be destined. Looking around at the people around us, like you can tell that we've been tested. Pride get put on the back burner, one tried debating, the shadow is invested. You know we generate big energy. I manifest that from the God King. Manifest, they do it bigger in tech.
Put the tribe in the bag with the truth, all they come with is facts. On my AI pad, woke up not knowing where I'm at. Realized I was in the cosmos, taking a nap. Ain't nothing realer than that. Dark matter, energy, chaos is back. I took the tribe, connect the source, cause there's too many lying on apps.
We so applicable, this be that source application for reiteration. We it and him and us. We in wholeness with our maker. Integrate light to the shadow. Only way you gon' stay up in flow state if you can go make your own pattern. You be the light to your shadow.
Some of y'all trapped in light, shadow sacrifice. So much power you can make the sun rise at night. Turn on television with the Wi-Fi, connect anywhere like hotspot. Big smoke like a hot box. What's an iPhone to an iDot?
What's an AI to an OI? What's a froze eye to a closed eye? When I close mine, I can show why. Screen movie scenes on my now line. We way past our time. I don't know if you can catch us. Source gave us a head start. Why? I don't know. Only thing I can think of is we had heart.
Waiting and debating for oh so long. They've been starving like Marvin for a hip hop song. How you scared of AI, your favorite rapper clone? In the game, a bunch of pawns trying to snatch us the throne.
We been crowned, we been crowning out my Duke's best. Descended straight out the cosmos, made fresh the source of order. Life expanded like so much in here. Hey, sure. What's your stamp? Don't be leaving this realm without your glory.
Come on, man.
It hit different for me when I heard it, because after when we heard it initially at the album release, y'all told us that was the first time y'all had to. I think that was the song y'all said y'all waited last for, because y'all was going back and forth on. So it hit different when I was hearing it in the car every time. I'm like, it's raw. It's like you just getting that energy back to back. It's like hold on. You coming here, you getting that fusion dance the whole time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a funny story, because I feel like the album was done. I'm talking about everything. We like, I'm good. I'm about to turn it all week. And like Kai said, it's normally me that's adding a million songs to try, you know what I'm saying? And Kai was like, bro, we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that was probably the funnest song that we recorded on the album. Yeah, it was very fun. It was flow state.
And I would say probably one of the most flow state too.
And then when you said what's an AI to an OI, that's gonna go over so many kids.
What's a froze eye to a closed eye?
eye.
That's gonna go over some people's head.
Then he said, I just closed mine. He said, I just closed mine.
And I just closed mine. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a closed eye than a froze or a calcified or an inactive aspect of my avatar. I'd rather it be closed, because that means it's always in the process of self-reflection or inner reflection. You dig what I'm saying? It's always looking in on itself. You dig? So, yeah. Close your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. You know what's deep? It's kind of like, oh, dude, it's a code switch. So, remember that movie, Don't Look Up?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the code to tell people not to look up because the things that was going on in the stars, things like that, right? So they always, that's code switches. That's why I say I ain't part of no spiritual community. Like, that's whack, that's lame. Most of them are bots. So, and I'm finna expose how right now, real fast, this fast, from the perspective of what Kyle just talked about. Close your eyes. What's the first thing a nigga tell you when it comes to consciousness? They need to wake up. They need to wake up. But when you're woke, when you're up, you actually got to fight harder to see. Versus when you close your eyes and you in rest, you see you are automatically in everything connected to source immediately.
Tapping into the matrix and activating is actually going back to sleep unto source. Source is actually dreaming in right now and projecting all aspects of this reality into existence. So therefore, you have to put yourself into a trance state or sleep-like consciousness to be able to shift on that same plane of dimensions in which source exists as well.
Exactly. Why you think people do psychedelics? What does a psychedelic do? It actually takes away. You're still active, but you're not woke. You are moving and shifting and just, you are pure energy moving in this realm at that point. The reason why things get blurry, you call it hallucinate, this and that, because you're not bringing things here. You're going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the goal. The goal is to get out this trap realm and to start to travel. People say, I astral traveled yesterday, man. Yeah, it was so amazing. I'm powerful. I astral traveled. Okay. What happened? I don't remember. Okay. What are you going to do about it? Oh, nothing. I'm gonna rest again. I'm going to astral travel again at some point. So the next time you astral travel, if you're not able to remember what happened, then obviously some of these things are activations, but some of these are messages that you are supposed to be reading and putting things together. And you're trying to manifest $1 million, and your astral travel just showed you in your building, signing papers, showing you what you're supposed to be doing, but you don't remember. Why? Because you got a froze eye. You feel me?
I got a question. So remember earlier we was talking. So okay, then going back to slowing down, would that be something we should be looking forward to more, especially then as far as trying to be fast or whatever, or do whatever?
It's the story of the rabbit and the hare. I mean, of the turtle and the hare. My fault. You know what I'm saying?
Steady win the race.
You know, exactly. You know what I'm saying? The dang hare running, you know what I'm saying, taking breaks, chopping it up with this person the whole time. The turtle just moseyed on fast. And then the rabbit turned around and the turtle won the race because it stayed focused. You know what I'm saying? It could see all the obstacles and everything before it happened. So it's enjoying that flow state of the journey through the knowledge itself. You know what I'm saying? Which is just enjoying your experience. So just slow down. You know what I'm saying? Slow down your vibration. Like, we get here and we tap into this realm and figure out that we can raise our vibration and make it vibrate faster, but sometimes that dwindles the experience. So therefore, we have to then do shadow work, you know what I'm saying, in areas where we accumulated a lot for situations we could have stopped. And that's going to make us slow down and vibrate denser, or slow down our vibration so we can just get back into the flow state of what this realm is supposed to be. Because just as much as we're souls having a human experience, for humans having a soul experience as well. So we need to understand that. And as much as we're going fast, we need to go slow. It's duality in all things.
And guess what? From if you're not tapping in on what Kai is saying, then now you got one or two options. You got, like, when you're playing Sonic, the video game, it's moving fast as hell, yo. It's like it makes the game very hard because it's like, yo, this Sonic is moving fast. Obviously, Sonic is conscious and Sonic can see where it's going. But us as controlling Sonic, it's like driving us crazy. Versus that's another example we talked about earlier, which is the Matrix. Them moving very fast, moving so fast that on the screen, it looks slowed down. So if we're watching that, it's easier to process. We can see the bullets, we can see. So you have to learn how to do that in your own reality. Don't have like the Sonic game where everything's moving fast. You're just like, no, because guess what? That's what they want you to be. Most people that are depressed, have anxiety, all these so-called things that they create and call people crazy, because you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Meditation is key because it helps us to step back and to calm down and to ground it and to what? Slow everything down. Because even when you think that, oh, my mind is still doing, I'm thinking about all this stuff right here. Even though you're thinking about it, now it's on the processing. You're not running, talking, playing a video game, watching your favorite movie, listening to your favorite song, as this is processing. It's never processing. It's just constantly speeding, which is an oversaturation, which you're going to have a blowout. There's a lot of people have blowouts.
And then what that blowout is like I said, your cells or just you vibrating so fast and vibrating so slow to the point extent where it's like a rubber band. You go like this, like this, like this until it snaps. You dig what I'm saying? So again, being able to keep the law of the energy field, vibrate high when you're supposed to vibrate high. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to vibrate low, make sure that you do it in an area where it is healthy. You know what I'm saying? And it allows for that low vibration to have the ability to look at all its low vibrationalness and start stacking it back up to build its step ladder back to its high
I would
vibration.
even say, bro, it's not vibrating low. I think vibrating low is clear. We know what that is. And because I don't want to get the misconstrued, I believe that the shadow can vibrate high.
No, of course.
We talked about, and I wasn't gonna say this yet, but forget it. You know, we talked about the dark light, and this is something we'll be presenting to y'all soon. But that's what that is. You know,
of course, that's what we talked about backstage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say it's kind of like right now, us having these shades on. So normally I have my other glasses on, where it's a clear view. Well, in hindsight, or for person that you would think that it's easier for me, and I can see better with my glasses on because they have clear frames. But when I put on the shades, actually this takes me into a darker place, so-called, to the point where now let's break it down like this from an editing aspect. When a person's editing the video, this is Kai's bag. You know what I'm saying? So when a person's editing the video, or not editing, but when they shoot a video, they shoot a high quality video with low saturation. It almost has no color, right? To get all the pixels, the full definition out of that picture. Sometimes we have to go to that realm of the shadow to be able to experience the fullness of it, then bring that back to the light to fully see the download, fully see the picture, fully see. And that's another form of slowing it down. Because if you rush it, you want to see the video, you want to shoot the video and see it in high quality at the same time. And sometimes that's not the process.
Why do you think children like stories and songs being read and songs to them before they go to sleep? Because when their vibration is getting slowed down, it allows for them to have a program or a blueprint to take into the astral realms to actually experience. You dig what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. You dig? Like being able to put your whole avatar in a sense of sensory deprivation, or just, you know what I'm saying, being able to close off or put more stress on your body's free willingly ability to just exist and, you know what I'm saying, breathe, and your heartbeat, that puts a kind of pressure on your soul to allow you to just go within, you know what I'm saying, and let go of the reins. You know what I'm saying? It's like losing your breath. You know what I'm saying? You start panicking, you don't know what to do. But as soon as you chill out, calm down, and just you didn't even lose your breath for real. You was just tweaking, and you know what I'm saying, the energy was too high.
I see. So let's go ahead and keep it right. Honestly, I didn't plan on playing as many songs as I played thus far. We going.
Man, at this point,
I thought it was. I was saying, we play dang near all.
I mean, almost we can't leave out, you know, these last two. I mean, you know.
So it's it's three. No, it's 4 records, family. All right. Let's see which one. So I'm him is last for sure. That's the last record. We ending it because I feel like that's my favorite, one of my favorite records. You know what I'm saying? And we got the video too. So we'll play the video to end the show with the video. You know what I'm saying? So what would y'all?
Tour. I mean, hey, I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm with Worldwide Tour.
That's what I was gonna play too. So, okay,
yes, I was gonna say the same thing.
And I got you, fam. I don't really be on Facebook, so if you can find me on Instagram at I am King Manifest 888, and we can start connecting. But I got you for sure. Worldwide Tour. So Worldwide Tour. This is the business, you know what I'm saying? This is a song of manifestation. We taking over. You feel me? This is the takeover. So Vibration Industries, high vibrational music, the new Wu-Tang of this culture, of this realm.
The U-Tang, boy.
The U-Tang, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We are here, and so this record is King Manifest, Kai Khalil, Weezy the Satellite Kid, King OC, you know what I'm saying, Big Vibration Industries Energy, and the guy Benaya, you know what I'm saying? So y'all tap in on this, and y'all travel with us through multiple dimensions of bars and lyricism and creativity, you dig?
Big Tribe, man.
I realize the world been looking for something new and looking for a shift. Hey, we here, let's get it. Today, I woke up and said I won't play it safe. I'm the real Superman, I can fly without a cape. They said wait, I told them I ain't got no time to wait. Rockin' shows state to state with the tribe, that's the game. Today, hey, that made me feel some type of way. Hey, can't let nothing put out the flame. Yeah, I'm an artist that picture pain. Yeah, taking my shot, I'm at the range, and it'll never be the same. Tried to talk about it, I couldn't explain. Some people desire change over fame, but sometimes they one and the same. I won't switch sides, I'm big tribe, can't cut ties, I realize this time it's on me. Like a time bomb or a car alarm. When I'm going off, everybody knowing we all know pressure make all that's deep. I feel my superpower, I'm starting to dream again. My inner child acting childish, it's getting real creative. Everything that was frustrating is my motivation. Part from my human design, I manifest generators. It probably went over your head. Who said hip-hop is dead? They just don't do it correct. Our mama's finna get some rest, cause they sons got a check. I told them that we now, when they told us that we next. Today, I woke up and said I won't play it safe. I'm the real Superman, I can fly without a cape. They said wait, I told them I ain't got no time to wait. Rockin' shows state to state with the tribe, that's the game. Today, hey, that made me feel some type of way. Yeah, can't let nothing put out the flame. Yeah, I'm an artist that picture pain. Yeah, taking my shot, I'm at the range, and it'll never be the same. Tried to talk about it, I couldn't explain. Some people desire change over fame, but sometimes they won't.
Profit phone calls with King, I'm always saying that we here. If you see me crying about it, I promise it's joyful tears. My peers speak nature and source, they always come and interfere. I'm not looking in the past, no more, I said we really here. I've been doing Reiki baths with some love, releasing fear. I've been stacking cosmic cash, that's faster than light years. Been refashioning my world, my reality, my lair. When I'm bored, I drift in shadow work and make dimensions tear. Integration, watch the people around you who be peeping and don't say none. Your first thought is spirit, but it's trust before you say son. I've been sipping gratitude, man, life just been amazing. We elevate time.
This right here ain't 302. This that cosmic sauce, it lasts way longer than having the juice.
You moving forward even if you last, just like a caboose. That's the time to tap in and graft your inner hero suit. What you here to do?
I won't undermine my greatness. What's undermines ain't makeshift. Unless we talking core values, groundbreaking makeshift. Holy beater, double helix, set apart just makes sense. Every hit a home run, started off with base hits. Aquafina home runs, Calibrate my heart hits. Satellite ain't gold done, but wisdom in my basement. I'm passionately pouring so my baby knows my basis. Live a life legendary, point of views of godsend. And if it ain't of God, then it's Godspeed. And if it ain't of God, then it's not me. The fortune and the fame got them knock me, but I'm different, simply put, I let God lead.
Today, I woke up and said I won't play it safe. I'm the real Superman, I can fly without a grave. Rockin' shows state to state with the tribe, that's the game. Today, hey, that made me feel some type of way. Yeah, can't let notice that bitch of pain. Taking my shot, I'm at the range, and it'll never be the same. Try to talk about change over fame, but sometimes they one and the same.
Famous, never been nameless. Crown on my head, gold on my baby anklet. If you only knew the type of time I was facing, I'm feeling like T.I. I'm only flying G5. Speak to resistance, the universe gon' listen. Way past persistent, I'm on in an instant. The future ain't nothing, I can close distance. Real walk building, we building out of buildings. Tried to keep it quiet, we was under ceilings. Working on the die, niggas didn't get it. Woke a sleeping giant, and everybody feel it, but we was never out. The reason they tried to kill us.
Uncle B vow to be a shooter, clip as long as rulers. You in hell, I got that water, boy, blow out your medulla. I'ma eat baddest barracuda, belly biggest Buddha in the streets. I'ma shine inside, it's gonna call a jeweler. Send a Greek though, better accommodate. Money good, we namaste. He'll ignore what trying to say, that shadow work, no time to play. Bread equates to freedom, but no freedom's just a time of day. Listen when my mama say, anything my mama say. Journey in my mind if you decide to take the trip. I don't care what car I drive, I'm trying to buy the dealership. All my guys, I call them tribe, we trying to vibe. If it get live, then we gon' ride. And if I ride, then they gon' surely take the trip. Amen.
Vibration Industries. Yeah, did.
The great. Ah, damn, I fucked up. I was gonna do the same thing. Cause you beat me to it.
No, we here, bro. Man. Oh yeah, man. Barry, man, you know we had to do it, bro. He said, added that Texas flow, me and song. Yeah, that when you hear the chopped and screwed, man, that's what we doing. We taking y'all to Texas. You know, out of the people on the album, those two, my brothers, they are actually in Texas. They back home. You know what I'm saying? So we had to take y'all there for the one time.
I can't even tell y'all how happy I was to hear that because I love that phase. And I feel like nobody uses it in music as much anymore. But it's one of those timeless things that I feel like with the right song, it's so perfect. And to hear that cover, I was like, yes. Like it took me back to my childhood, damn near. Because I remember like putting, from like the gum wrappers, putting it on my teeth and then having like Slim Thug playing. And I was like,
no, facts. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? She talking that talk right now with the gum wrapper and no cap.
Heck yeah, we used to, you know what I'm saying, put the fan on high and go rap like 16 bars into it.
Bro, facts.
Into the fan.
Yeah.
Real talk. You know, that's how we grew up, man. You know what I'm saying? RIG, DJ Screw, man, and anybody that have passed, you know what I'm saying, in that culture, you feel me? Because, definitely influenced a lot of the greats that people love, you know what I'm saying, that came from that culture. So let's get it. So we got another record that we tap in a little bit with the chop and screw, give y'all some of that sauce again. This record is called Chosen Wealth. And so we embody in the aspect of people thinking just because you a chosen one or, that you on this certain vibration that you supposed to be broke and that you supposed to be, walking around here just, like humble and just like, I don't know. It's almost like they want you to be a homeless person that still got bills. It's like it's the weirdest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? They want you to walk around and not want to be fresh or be fly or whatever it is that you feel that is your thing. You know what I'm saying? This record is to actually tap in and embody that. Also, this record is about how these downloads and everything that happens to you on the cosmic level is wealth. You already rich. You already wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Wealth starts within the soul. Most people get money in this realm and lose their mind because they wasn't wealthy within first. You know what I'm talking about? What Lauryn Hill say, you can't win unless you right within. You know what I'm saying? So, woke don't mean broke. You feel me? That is real music in her. Keep it coming. Let's get it like your name, Code Red. I feel like that's what people feel when they hear this music that's trying to fight against it. It's a Code Red. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. All right, let's go.
Some would say that this is a remix. Hey, I like to call that a God mix. Soon as you lit, they call you a clone. Say what you want. You won't knock the God off his throne. That's a war zone. Swatching my crystals as they throwing stones. You so addicted to phones. Just for the tribe, I'm bringing it home. I cannot leave it alone. Yeah, hey, can't leave it alone. Yeah, hey, I can't leave it alone. Yeah, you know what we on. Hey, I can't leave it alone. I mean what I said, I don't move with regret. Big activation, I aim at your head. They want what you broken, looking for hope. I manifest instead. I just go get it, I ain't gotta beg. I'm God, I put in the work to say it was down on my luck. My bank in the red, but this is real walking. I walk to the edge. Elevator broke, I'm taking the stairs. Broken, shadow work with my repair. Fire sign, I'm breathing in the earth. Luminous beam of glow, got a blur. Hey, yeah. You mad at me cause I love myself. Big manifest, don't expect nothing else. Shout out to Kyle Khalil. When I'm in the game, they rattle the stand. I can dunk, I can shoot. I'm Kevin Durant. Got the draw for you demons, I play in the bed. Feel the heat of the desert, my feet in the sand. Yeah. Vibration on elevation, we made it. Life amazing, I mean it's truly what you make it. Stop the hating, we moving patient, not anxious. Always had a dream of being the greatest, amazing.
They call you a clone, say what you want. You want crystals as they throwing stones. You so addicted to phones. Just for this tribe, I'm bringing it home. I cannot leave it alone. Yeah, hey, can't leave it alone. Yeah, you know what we on. Hey, it's
Like I'm missing the toilet, I'm pissed off. I work hard every day, even when I'm not. You ain't finna tell me what I ain't doing. Cause from your eyes, what I do seem more. Can you find your way even when you lost? Can you balance emotions like an agate mom? See, that's real wealth right there. And not to mention, being plant-based is essential. Can you detach from the matrix? The source, can you face it? I'm talking soul retention. Let's take it back to the basics. I'm talking nature. I keep your soul replenished. Shadow work Sundays, every Sunday. You can keep your soul replenished. But we not a dopamine hit. We teach you to tap into your own remembrance.
You lit, they call you a clone. Say what you want. You won't knock the God off the throne. That's a war zone. Charging my crystals as they throwing stones. You so addicted to phones. Just for this tribe, I'm bringing it home. I cannot leave it alone. Yeah, hey, can't leave it alone. Nah, hey, I can't leave it alone. Yeah. You know what we on. Hey, no, yeah, can't leave it alone.
Big energy, you know what I'm talking about?
Shade.
You know, we letting y'all know. It's how we letting y'all know this ain't, man, look, we can't leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And also be on the lookout because we understand the elevation that we at right now. Some things is about to happen. Y'all about to see some things happen. The tribe, we about to elevate. Things is about to happen. Niggas gonna be like, them niggas sold they sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first thing people want to say when some type of elevation happens to people that are doing what we're doing. You know what I'm talking about? But they got to understand is that we're not a part of no spiritual community. You can't put us in a box. You know what I'm saying? We are technically Vibration Industries is a record label or business, whatever it is, but that is a energy. That is a we all are Vibration Industry. We all are, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's source. It's just it's
source,
it's all around. All things are vibrating. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? It's the universal law, the hermetic laws, all of that.
State of being, like we was talking about earlier, like how all that it is what it is. It's just it's a state of being. It is that you embody it. It's an embodiment energy.
Exactly, because people think you can't get a bag organically when you already the bag.
Exactly, you already are.
Bro, that's what Pop said. He said, I'm the new dope. I'm the new keys.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, real talk, bro. So it's only right that we transition from this record. We're gonna do We Here last. It only made I was like, duh. So but let's go ahead and tap into I'm Him. We talking about this next level, you know what I'm saying? This next level of manifestation, this next level of true stardom. See, they got stars, but we are the stars. So imagine when the stars rise, like what that looked like. And so that's what's happening. The true stars are rising. You know what I'm saying? And so and from the regular star aspect, because they're so singular, they say I'm him, I'm Himothy. All this one man, this type of stuff. We like, nah, I'm him, because there's nothing without we're nothing without the tribe. We're nothing without source. We're nothing without our ancestors. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? These other aspects, these hims and hers, and you feel me? So let's get it. This music video was shot, edited, directed, whatever you could think about, by me and Kai. You know what I'm saying? Anything that y'all have seen thus far, we are doing everything. We are in two different places, you feel me? And that's how you know we really not in two different places. We tapped into that oneness, that source energy, you know what I'm saying? This for the tribe, I'm bringing it home. I'm finna do a test. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this.
Hey, we done playing, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? You know what
Hey, from now on, big manifest. It's Big Kai. Yeah, I'm writing him cause I'm him. I'm him.
We here, singing him. We here.
I'm writing him cause I'm him. Lights, camera, action, this film. Shattered glass when I dunk on the rim. Your life is fake, you a sim. No blessing, but we hit the gym. Put in work, how the body get built. I can't wait, I'ma do it myself. Me and Kai cooking up like a chef. I keep the real around me. I keep the real around me. I keep the real around me. I want the real, I suffer real. It'll get real about me. I heard the message you preach. You scared of the mark of the beast. I'm like, ain't no one messing with me. OG in these cosmic streets. Power. Make sure you water your flowers. Say I'm too loud, I get louder. I'm here to take back what's ours. House full of pyramids and towers. Big vortex, big manifest. Spirit talking through my neocortex. We ain't talking Nike, that's a small check. A dad hat is a ball cap. That's a home run baseball bat. I'm snapping like mama when you talk back. A reality check is a God check. I don't live in the past. That's some laptops. Whoa, this is all I know. I got the glow. This that flow. I ain't know how to swim. I decided to float. I am the baddest mind in my soul. I promise to tell the truth. I made an oath. I'm writing him cause I'm him. Lights, camera, action, this film. Shattered glass when I dunk on the rim. Your life is fake, you a sim. No blessing, but we hit the gym. Put in work, how the body get built. I can't wait, I'ma do it myself. Me and Kai cooking up like a chef. I keep the real around me. I keep the real around me. I keep the real around me. I want the real, I suffer real. It's real about me.
I'm him. Catch me on Shadow Work Sundays, we doing them brain jams. My tribe from Lyra, I became a lion with force. No taming. Spirit been rocking with me. We solid, just like the pavement. My ego behaving. Hey, talking to myself is what works. Like a telefusion, dancing in space with King Manifest. That's a cosmic source. Is my author. I can write 9 books without having no knowledge. I am wisdom, grafted in this flesh with infinite volts of wattage. And my pulses, pure source light, impulsively pulses. The master code to be a student of my soul solstice. I am him, so only on me I will focus. My destiny is fate, probably why I'm still chosen.
Big him.
See.
Like that one just straight pick you up and put you in your bag.
Oh man. Yeah, that song is special. It's like, to me, it's what it felt fun making too, because it was like Source was like, man, look, like, excuse my French to be direct, like, talk your shit. You know, it was, you know, ultra ego, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta sit back and play like your gifts. You know what? These Source gifts that you have actually been able to activate, they mean something. They powerful. Be lit. Celebrate your gifts. Celebrate your power. Celebrate. You know what I mean?
Like it's speaking directly to the inner child as well. It's giving the inner child a voice. You know what I'm saying? Your inner child is still looking up to something. It's still internally. You dig what I'm saying? Still being multidimensional, omnidimensional. So you still have to give yourself a certain level of poise or pedestalness, just so your inner child can have a little light to give to you, or in a sense, just look up to. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Talk your stuff. Get yourself that. I don't know. Yeah, like King told me, that battery in your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was snapping like mama when you talk back.
You hear me?
Exactly. Exactly.
Nah, for real, bro. Man, before we go, because we play We Here, We Out. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Much gratitude. Much gratitude, man.
That's it.
So at this time, you know what I'm saying, Tribe, if y'all got anything else y'all want to share, before we tap out, you know what I'm saying, to next Sunday. You know, the room is
you know
clear.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
So as y'all can tell, I don't know if obviously some people may just now finna be tapping in with us. But Shadowwork Sundays is now at 333, not 555. That 5 energy, that 5 has been alchemized completely, and used, and all the activations of the 5 energy, that healing and that change, it has came and has done its job. And now we're tapping into this 3 energy, as we are Vibration Industries, which is VI, which is a 6. And so we are actually transitioning into a new realm of opportunity, you know what I'm saying, and a new energy, a new activation. So next Sunday, Shadowwork Sundays, will be different. So y'all prepare for the new transition that we're about to go into and where Source is taking us. And with that being said, we're here.
We here.
I say see y'all next Sunday. So.
We here. And this type of energy ain't going nowhere.
We here.
Man, we really made it. We here. We really here. We on top. Let's get it.
We here.
I know you see it. We here now.
We here, like we here, for real, we in here. Nigga, we here. We here.
We here, bruh. We fucking made it, bro. We fucking here.
We here. We on the grind every day. We here.
What up, this King Troy? What up, King Manifest? What up, Kai? Say, man, it's levels to this, man. Y'all done took it to the